Hi everyone! So we just got back from Disney World and I have had a couple of friends ask me about how we planned our trip, especially using military discounts and passes and whatnot. So first off, you will get your military tickets for Disney World through the MWR or ITT office or whatever office you normally go to on your base to get any kind of event or pass ticket. So what we did is we went in and it was for a 4-day hopper it's $204. For a 5-day hopper it's $220. And we got the 5-day because we're there for a week. And what they give you when you go in is a green voucher. So you will have the voucher. It's not your official ticket yet. And it will have your ticket number, so you do want to keep that, and you can load it into the Disney World app and start signing up for your FastPasses right away. FastPasses you can book like way in advance now instead of doing it in park like you used to a few years ago. And you can also start using it for your dining reservations. Dining like on property books like 6 months out for some of the places. So that's something you'll want to look into, is if you want to go to any of the cool restaurants, for example, Be Our Guest. They don't take walk-ins, they don't take, like, you can't just go, you have to have a reservation. So that was something, we just didn't have our tickets in advance that we could do that. But there are places like that where you do have to have a reservation way in advance. Anyway, so your vouchers, you get a voucher from the MWR. And what you do is when you get to Disney World, you have to go to a ticket office. And when we got to the Magic Kingdom, there was a tiny little like will call just right in front of the ticket office, and that's where you go for military to transfer your vouchers to tickets. The tickets are now like cards; they're like a key card. And so they take each of those vouchers and they scan them and put it into a key card for each person. If you want to do like the magic bands, you need to buy those in advance if you don't want to have to link it all yourself. And they also sell those outside the gate, so you can buy them. And they're between like, I want to say between $15 and $30 per magic band. Obviously the plain ones are cheaper, and then like the decorated ones cost more. So those are the main two rates, special rates you can get on tickets. If you want to go for less than 4 days, like a 1-day pass I think is $107, and then a 2-day pass is like I want to say $135. But double check those prices. They really don't do much of a discount. And to get the special pricing for the 4- and 5-day hoppers, you do have to buy those vouchers before you go. They do not sell them at the gate. They don't sell them at any of the ticket offices or over the phone or online once you get there, or even beforehand. It has to be in person because they have to verify your military ID. So that's one thing to definitely plan ahead, is getting your tickets and getting signed up for FastPasses. If you want to do a water park and you want to get a military discount, what you want to do is once you get to Disney World, so it's opposite of tickets, you cannot add on the water parks at the MWR or ITT office. You have to add on the water park passes once you get there. So at that time when you go in to switch in your voucher for a ticket, just let them know you want to add a water park, and it's like $35 I think. And that water park pass is good for 5 days, and it does not count against the days of your hopper pass. So you can have a 5-day hopper and a 5-day water park and have 10 days of fun, if that makes sense. So that's just something whoever's turning in the tickets. When we went, my husband went in, he turned in all the tickets, he had his ID. We didn't all have to go to the office to be there. He did all 7 or 6 by himself. But whoever's turning them in, they need to let them know once they're getting their card that you want to add on the water park, and that way you can do that as well, and you don't have to pay for them completely separately. And that's something they discount. That's the one thing, it's just weird. They do discount that there as you're adding it on. You cannot get it at the time when you're buying your discounted tickets. The second thing was hotels. There's a lot of options when it comes to hotels with and without military discounts. If you want to stay on property, you will want to call the Disney hotline. It's on the Disney World website, and they will let you know if they have any military discounts. Typically, they want to take their hotel and make it a package deal with tickets and dining. Now, you don't have to do those two, and obviously with the cheaper tickets, you're not going to want to bundle that in because it's cheaper to get them outside of a bundle than with a bundle. But really, it depends on where you want to stay. So calling them is going to be your best bet. And there is a resort. It is the Shades of Green. That is a non-Disney resort, but it's like almost on property, I believe. Or maybe it's a Disney resort off property, something like that. They also run military specials. So if you call Shades of Green, they can give you information on rates and packages that they offer. We stayed off property. We did not stay at any Disney hotel. We stayed at a Disney neighborhood friendly hotel, something like that. They have a fun name for them. It was off property, just a couple miles away. Honestly, there's a bajillion hotels around. One trick if you want to save money on hotels and you want to get some kind of a military discount is get on Expedia or Hotwire or hotels.com and look up the nights that you want to go and where you'd like to stay. So for example, say it pops up that the Marriott is $100 a night, right? Sometimes you can call that specific Marriott, call them in person, and get a hold of their reservation agent. Sometimes the rates over the phone, if you ask for a military discount, are better than the rates that you would get if you had booked online through a booking site. We've done that before quite a few times. PCSing, vacation, we've called hotels and gotten better rates than online. The other thing with Marriott specifically, just to throw it out there because, they have a loyalty program. We've actually gotten better rates with loyalty programs than we have with military discounts and online rates. So if you're looking to get a really good deal on a hotel, put some time in and you can call around, ask about loyalty program, what their rates are, if they offer special rates. I know Marriott specifically does, but there's other ones. Or ask for a military discount. And sometimes, but not always, sometimes it is cheaper to call and book it over the phone. In our case, we just stayed, I think it was like a Clarion, and it had breakfast included. One thing I definitely recommend is before you settle on a hotel, if it's off property, okay, so if you go that route off property, get a hold of their shuttle schedule. Because we booked our hotel thinking we were getting a good deal. It had breakfast included, it had a pool, it had enough space. We had 7 of us, so it had enough space for everybody in one room. So we were like, yes, this is it. Like, this is the hotel we want. And we got there and found out the shuttle it ran 3 times a day. 3 times there, 3 times back. I'm sorry, but I have little kids. That does not work for us. So definitely scope that out because you don't want to be stuck if for some reason that's your only way to get to the park is taking hotel transportation. We took our car, so luckily we could just drive. It ended up not being a huge deal, but it was an extra expense. Parking is $20 a day for regular parking in a car or van. For VIP parking, it's $40 a day, which I recommend, but that's a different story. And there's no military discount for parking, so that's all on you, however you decide to go. Like I said, some hotels will have better shuttle schedules, so definitely check into that when you're booking your hotel. Other than that, just to kind of save some money, we brought a lot of snacks ourselves. We went to the commissary before we left, and we bought a ton, cases of fruit snacks and chips and granola bars, things that we know we get a better price on at the commissary or Walmart or Target, wherever. And so we brought those with us. Once we got there, I just paid for grocery delivery through Instacart, which is similar to Amazon Prime Now. Either way, a lot of hotels down there, the whole area as far as I know, has grocery delivery service available. We had them bring Lunchables and cases of water, and they brought us Go-Gurt and I think apples and oranges, just stuff that was going to be easy to take to the park. We could stick it in a cooler and go, but I didn't have to run around trying to find a grocery store. They just brought it straight to me, which was nice. Another thing we did was we bought a lot of Disney gear outside of the park. We got this shirt was from Kohl's. We got the kids their Disney shirts from Kohl's, hats, sunglasses, umbrellas, towels, all that kind of stuff we got outside of the park. If you're going, definitely check the weather ahead of time, because when it rains, like, it pours, like full on downpour, and if you don't have something, you're screwed. Like, it was so bad. We knew it was going to rain. We all had umbrellas, so that was good. And we had like a stroller cover for the stroller, because we rented a stroller while we were there. Not at the park. Again, cheaper to rent a stroller from a secondary or, outside service, third party. So that's what we did for the stroller. It came with a rain cover, which was amazing. It saved us because we could cover the kids, we could cover all of our stuff when we went on rides. And then obviously the umbrellas, ponchos. They charge like 10 or 15 bucks for a poncho at Disney World. So, like, they get you bad. Same with water bottles. The reason we bought a case of water to take with us, they charge $3 a water bottle. Like, they know how to get you really good on things like that you're not prepared for. Anyway, sorry, I went off on strollers. But yeah, umbrellas, anything like souvenir-ish, we got off property. At the park, so like your Disney parks and then all the hotels around it, there are souvenir shops on every corner. You can get shirts and toys and mugs and keychains and everything at a lower price if that's what you want to do. We let our kids still pick out some stuff. That's part of the excitement. We let them go, and the very first day we let them go, we had a budget for each kid and said, go pick out a toy. Like, let's get it over with. Get your toy, get your souvenir, whatever you want from Disney World. And they did. They each got, I think my son got like Buzz Lightyear, and my daughter got an Ariel doll, and the youngest one got Elsa or Anna, one of them, I don't know, a Frozen thing. And they had that. They had it for waiting in line. They had it for rides. They had it for the hotel. They had it for everywhere, and it was a lifesaver. So if you have any questions, let me know, and I will add links below of places to check out to get good rates on hotels. Oh, and I forgot to mention, there is a veteran site. They offer $50 rooms, and it is a minimum of 7 nights, though. So you had to pay all 7 nights. And that's another option to look at. So I will add that link in the comments. Just check below the description and comments, and I will get all of those links posted. And if you have any questions, let me know. I'd be more than happy to answer them. Like I said, we just went. We were there for 7 days, and we got back about a week ago. So, and it's May 2017. So if you have any questions, just comment below, and I will be happy to answer them for you.